Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and today we're going to be eating something that I've wanted to try for a really long time. We're going all the way to Montreal, Canada, and we're going to be eating poutine at the source. We're going to be eating authentic poutine, not only authentically in Canada, but where it originated, from Montreal, Canada, or I think that's where it's from, right? I'm really excited for this because I've only had poutine a few times, but I've only had it in the US, and I'm sure in the US it's not nearly as good as it's gonna be in Canada, in Montreal especially. Now let me tell you, being from the Philadelphia suburban area, it's amazing that something as simple as steak, cheese, and bread and fried onions can just not quite be gotten right outside of Philadelphia. Even in New York City, it's really rare to find a good cheesesteak. An average one is already pretty good. So as good as the poutines that I've had in the US, I am just really excited to try poutine in Montreal, and a really legit authentic one. But I figured let's do like a bit of a comparison before we go. We're in downtown Jersey City right now, and there's a great place that makes poutine here called Worst Bar. Worst Bar is like a really trendy gastropub, and although I don't really drink, it's a nice atmosphere, and they have some solid food, namely their poutine I always felt was quite good. Will it be good though by Montreal standards? Let's officially do a comparison of a highly rated poutine place here in the US versus a poutine place in Montreal.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah, been a fan of the channel.
Number one, watch the show.
Thank you. So we got our poutine here. Let's take a look. All right, we got our poutine here from Worst Bar. I really like the poutine here because the gravy is great. I get the feeling that they might be making the gravy themselves in-house. They got good quality fries, hand-cut fries. Can't wait to try these. And the cheese curds here, nice and squeaky. Nothing to it but to try it. Oh yeah, just like I said, their fries are definitely cut in-house from fresh potatoes. The gravy is savory, tastes really fresh, tastes like a homemade gravy. I may not have had Canadian poutine before, but I at least feel like this is pretty good. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like this is good food, at least based on what I've had before. And let's try one of the cheese curds. Oh yeah, like mozzarella, but in like bouncy form. Okay, these cheese curds pretty good. They have a bit of a bounce to them, although when you eat some fresh mozzarella, it's a little bit similar to that texture, so I wonder if in Montreal it's gonna be more squeaky, more bouncy, but overall not bad. And when you put it all together, French fry, gravy, and curd all together, perfect bite. Really enjoy that. And it's funny that before my Canada trip, I'm eating poutine as my pre-trip dinner. Let's finish eating this, then let's go home and get some rest, because tomorrow, bright and early at the crack of dawn, we're flying to Canada. So, see you in the morning.
Please place your larger bags in the overhead bin.
Okay guys, so we touched down in Montreal yesterday, and we spent yesterday kind of exploring the city a bit, doing some of your typical touristy stuff. But for me, vacation really starts when you start to eat some good eats. So yesterday we had a really good poutine place, but today we're in Montreal to eat a real poutine, and I hear that this place behind me here, I don't speak French, so I don't know if I'm saying this right, La Banquise, La Banquise, something like that. La Banquise, thank you. La Banquise, thank you. There you go, got a local tip, La Banquise. So yeah, they say this place, La Banquise, is supposed to be one of the best poutine places. I mean, let's see, it's relatively well reviewed, and it's got lots of reviews, over 10,000 reviews. Some people online say that this place is a bit of a tourist trap, but it's famous not just amongst non-Canadians, it seems to be famous amongst locals as well, based upon the reviews. So in either way, I'm sure it's gonna be better than the place that we went to in New Jersey, so let's go check it out. Oh, filming underway.
You're going to be inside or outside?
Inside.
Follow me, guys. There you go.
Thank you. Okay guys, so we're inside La Banquise. It looked like it was off peak. I hear that some people usually wait a really long time to get in. I've heard that there are sometimes waits of 30 to 60 minutes. But today, it looked like it wasn't crowded, but it's actually pretty full on the inside. And it sounds like most people are also locals and not so much tourists from the US or from other parts of non-French speaking Canada. It's a nice space. Both the outdoor space and the inside space are pretty nice and inviting and not pretentious. Let's take a look though at their menu. Okay, you know, we're gonna skip over this drink section. I'm sure these are good, but you know, not really here for drinks. We're mostly here for the poutine. Now this place not only offers your classic poutine, which I'm guessing is your standard, you know, gravy, fries, and cheese curds, they also have tons of flavors of poutine as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try two flavors. We're gonna try this La Festival, or I don't know how to say that in French, La Festival maybe? Because I also am craving some onion rings. So let's get a La Festival and a classic poutine. And I gotta say, here at the Source in Canada, and even at a touristy spot, I gotta say, their prices cheaper than the good poutine spot in Jersey. About 10 Canadian dollars versus about 12 US dollars back home. So much cheaper. So we're just gonna do a regular La Classique.
Okay.
And also a regular La Festival. How do you say La Festival?
Yes, festival.
Okay. So we get a La Festival.
Perfect. And do you want something for drink?
Water's okay.
Water? Okay.
Are they filming a TV show?
I don't really know what they're filming. It looks pretty big, though.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
I'll ask around.
Yeah, sounds good, thanks. Well, whatever they're filming, it definitely looks higher budget than me. Let me show you how low budget and bare bones our production is. I'm having Tina film to show you that this is just my production, just me holding a cell phone. It would be nice to have a production crew that nice. Thank you. Wow, look at this. Wow, guys, we got our glorious poutine and we ordered two different plates, two different flavors. So let me show you what we got. So already just by looking, this already looks so much better than the poutine we had back in the US. Like I already thought that place was pretty good, but what do I know? I'm an ignorant American. I don't know squat. I would say that the fries at both places look good. I mean, they're both hand-cut fries, fried probably in peanut oil, golden and crispy. So the fries at both places look quite nice. But this sauce ratio just looks so much better. Like it's not as wet. Like it's not completely soaked in gravy where you're basically eating like a huge wet mess. And these curds just somehow look better, look like better quality. Also less just like big clumps of mozzarella. Like they really look distinct as cheese curds. The last place we went to be honest, I felt like the curds were good. They had nice springy bounciness, but appearance-wise, they basically looked just like chunks of mozzarella. But here, I gotta say, these are some nice, fresh, amazing-looking Canadian cheese curds. And next up, we had a special poutine plate called La Festival. This one kind of looks, I don't know, doesn't quite look like a classic poutine. It's got onion rings on top. I guess this is almost more like a combo meal than like a poutine. But these onion rings look really crispy and golden, and I can't wait to dig into these. And it also looks like we have some ground beef below it. But yeah, we got some juicy, succulent looking ground beef and some onions, and I see some cheese curds. So let's start with the original classic poutine first. Now first a bite of just the French fry to compare the fries 1 to 1. Really good French fry. The fries taste 1 to 1 to the worst bar poutine place that we went to back in Jersey. A delicious, greasy, oily fry that's hand-cut potato. Very similar to Five Guys fries. My only complaint, if I had one, is that I find that these fries are a little bit oily. Like it's a little bit greasy, and it would be nice if they kind of dried them off on paper towels. Perhaps it complements the sauce and the cheese well. Let's try a saucy fry to taste the gravy. Oh wow. Wow, this gravy is just amazing. Let me tell you, the gravy at the poutine place we went to back in the US was good, but it was very slimy and, you know, very heavy. Like your typical American comfort food gravy. but this gravy, it's less slimy, it's less saucy, it's a little bit more light, but that beef flavor really sings through. Like it really tastes like a beef gravy and not like a big saucy generic gravy that you put on mashed potatoes. Oh man, incredible. That is incredible. You guys have to eat here. And we haven't even started on the curds yet. I already thought I liked poutine before, but that is incredible. That is some of the best gravy I've ever had. Let's try some curds. See how the curd compares. You know, they actually have very similar texture. Both places have nice, bouncy, squeaky curd texture, almost like a chewier, cheesy marshmallow. But the difference here is that these cheese curds are just made with superior cheese. Like, I would say that these cheese curds are comparable to great homemade mozzarella cheese that you get from an authentic, amazing Italian restaurant, where they're importing their mozzarella or burrata cheese. And it's just got that amazing, like, I think it's like whole milk flavor. Like, it really tastes like a high moisture mozzarella, but in cheese curd form, so it's more bouncy, more chewy, and it goes perfectly with the gravy and presumably the fries. Let me tell you, you could top these cheese curds on any Italian dish or any fresh salad, like a Caesar salad, and it's gonna be amazing. The cheese quality is just so good. Like, I could just eat this cheese straight up as like a snack. And now, to put it all together, French fries, gravy, and cheese curd, and let's make sure we're getting even more cheese curd for an epic bite. And when you've had one, you gotta follow it with another. That is spectacular. If you think you've had good poutine before, but you've never been to Canada, especially Montreal, you gotta make the trip. As good as I thought that poutine place in the US was, it really does not compare to the real thing. Here in Montreal, besides the fries, everything is just a higher quality. With its French influence, I kind of detect like some red wine flavor as well in it. The cheese curds are just incredible and bouncy. Fries are a little bit greasy and oily, but you put it all together and it is just, if you're in Montreal, you cannot leave the city without getting a real poutine like this. Before we end the video, let's try the La Festival, another specialty poutine they have that was well recommended. Okay, let's just try one bite. It looks like this is a stretchier cheese as opposed to like a typical cheese curd. So let's just try a bite of the La Festival. That one's not my favorite. It's definitely good. I feel like if I had that before I had the original poutine, I would think it's pretty good. But to be honest, it doesn't taste as unique to me. The ground beef is not particularly special. Like, it tastes good, but it kind of just tastes like your typical Tex-Mex, American, Mexican nachos over fries. And the cheese flavor is not quite as special as the cheese curds I ate in the original poutine. Actually, Tina just told me that you gotta eat it with the pepper. So let's see if the pepper helps. The pepper does make a difference. The pepper is quite nice. The peppers are a little sweet, but they're also spicy and they're pickled as well. So these are pretty good. They kind of remind me of the banana peppers that they give you at pretty good sliced deli spots. Overall though, I would say that this is good, but it still kind of just doesn't taste as special, and the ground beef kind of just makes it taste like a big Tex-Mex dish, like a nice nachos and fries form, as opposed to like a poutine. Though these onion rings look good, so let's try these onion rings before we call it a bid. As you can see, it's real onion in there. Nice, generous slice of onion. And it's fried well, nice and golden. Overall, solid onion ring. Can't complain too much about this. But guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. While in Montreal, I definitely did not want to miss a chance to eat a real Montreal poutine, and a well-regarded one as well. Before leaving though, I figured I'd do a bit of a taste test to compare a good poutine place back in the US to a legit place here in Montreal, to really see what the difference in quality is. And I'm glad I did, because doing that really really allowed me to appreciate the legit stuff even better. Honestly, I feel like this poutine was like a life-changing experience. It was that good. I can't wait till the next time I come to Montreal to eat this again because it was just incredible. And next time I want to try more spots. Less tourist spots and more local divey hole-in-the-wall spots. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it and hopefully you learned a thing or two as well. If you've had poutine before in Canada, in Montreal, in the US, let me know your thoughts and let me know your thoughts on your favorite poutine place because great minds eat alike. If you like my videos, make sure you like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. Until next time, I'll see you later.